July 1915, exactly how it is today. How the sun rose, what time it is setting, exact same pattern took place then, how it is happening now, and it will happen 10 years from now if the world is still around. If Qiyamah doesn't come. Yeah, that is Allah Ta'ala's system. He's got roots that Allah Ta'ala set. Have you not noticed in your house when the sun sets, sometimes the sun will come up from there always, that is the east. Example. So certain times it'll come up and it'll go like that and it'll go down there. Certain times it'll come like this and certain times the sun is going in that direction. If you haven't noticed, start noticing these things. Look at these things. You know why? Because these are, Allah Ta'ala is saying, these are His signs. It's got its set track and this is how it will always follow. The exact distance that we are from the sun. Yeah, exact distance. If we had to be a little bit closer, we'll all be fried and we'll be dead. If we'll be a little bit back, we'll all be frozen to death. Imagine, how can Allah, any person with any amount of mentality, even 1% of brain usage, say that there is no Allah? How can anyone say that there is no Creator? وَالْقَمَرَ قَدَّرْنَاهُ مَنَازِلَ حَتَّى عَادَ كَالْأُرْجُونِ الْقَدِيمِ. And the moon, yeah, sometimes you look at the moon and it looks like Allah Ta'ala says, have you ever seen a palm, a date palm, how the whole thing curves? Allah Ta'ala says if you look at the moon, at certain times it comes to a point where it looks like it is like the palm of a date tree. Subhanallah. Lights. لَلشَّمْسُ يَنْبَغِي لَهَا أَن تُدْرِكَ الْقَمَرَ وَلَا اللَّيْلُ سَابِقُ النَّهَارِ. You know, sometimes you're driving and the guy driving in front of you, or the person driving in front of you is driving very slow. What do you want to do? You want to get past them. Never ever have you ever heard that in the middle of the night the sun came out. Have you ever heard that anywhere? Yes, you can say that you can go to Norway and the midnight sun, yes. But that is the system of that place there. But have you ever heard of it happening in Leicester? No. Have you ever heard of it any other place? No. Because the system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, the moon runs on its own time. The sun runs on its time. But neither will clash. Neither will clash and both of them come out at the same time. Except that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about planes and things that fly here. You know that in Surah Yaseen 1400 years ago? When a plane is in the sky, what is it doing? It's in actual fact floating in the sky. It's floating in the sky. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says here, وَكُلٌّ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُونَ, that every single thing is floating in certain way. Yeah. People don't understand. Sometimes people, you know, when the plane is flying 35,000 feet in the air, then you're thinking, this is the life. Now you're sitting in VIP, first class, they're giving you so much of food. There's one brother I know, yeah. Poor guy, bichara, he doesn't eat much. Yeah, very thin. And he says, you know, my work sent me somewhere and they put me on a first class flight. Yeah. First class, sitting in the front, business class, whatever it was. He says they brought me platters and platters and platters of food and you just eat whatever you want to eat. He says, I don't want all of this, just give me one sandwich and that's good enough. They say, no, we have to offer you everything. Yeah. But what happens when, even if you are sitting in business class and there's a bit of turbulence? What happens? Then you get turbulence in your heart now. You start, good. Oh no, what's happening here now? What's happening here? Quickly put your seat belt on. The captain has put on the seat belt sign. Please fasten your seat belts. Now imagine, one engine dies. Then you think, oh. Then you quickly, Allah, save us. And then, إِلَّا رَحْمَةً مِنَّا وَمَتَاعًا إِلَىٰ حِينٍ. Allah Ta'ala gives you that rahmah and mercy. He listens to your dua. Yeah, at that one point, you said the kalima. I just thought of something. I remember I went to test drive a car for my father once. And this uncle that was sitting there, it was quite a fast car. It's actually the one my father drives now. The 745. So 4.4 litre engine, right? And I started driving it a bit fast, and the uncle who's selling it to my father, he said, my father, Idris Bhai, when we were there in Malawi, you know how we used to drive. And then one of my brothers, when I stopped at the traffic light, he found the sports button, and he whispered in my ear, he said, now put your foot down. When I did that, the uncle just stopped talking. I thought, anyway, I stopped, parked up. Uncle quickly jumped out the car. He said, never in my life have I read the kalima so many times in such a short while. Isn't that us? When you're going through difficulty and hardship, you start reading namaz and you lose weight and everything starts going crazy and you start giving charity like you never gave. And then when the problem is gone, then what happens? We forgot where the masjid is. We forgot to pick up the Quran. We forgot to give charity. Allahu Akbar, we forgot to take Allah Ta'ala's name. May Allah Ta'ala save us from this, inshallah. And may Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala grant us the ability. Rabbi awzi'ni an ashkura ni'mataka allati an'amta alayya wa ala walidayya wa an a'mala salihan tardahu wa adkhilni bi rahmatika fi ibadika salihin. The dua of Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salatu wasalam. Oh Allah, grant me the ability to show you appreciation for everything I have and everything my parents had. And grant me the ability to do what? To do good deeds. What sort of deeds? Tardahu, that you will be happy. Wa'adkhilni, and enter me into your mercy. And into the company of ibadika salihin, of your pious servants. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. اللهم إنا نسألك من كل خير ما سألك منه نبيك وحبيبك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم ونعوذ بك من كل شر ما استعاذ منه نبيك وحبيبك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وأنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. Ya Allah, most kind, most merciful. Ya Allah, grant us all the good that Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam asked you for. Ya Allah, grant us protection and safeguard us from all the evil and the calamities and the bad that Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wasallam sought protection from. Ya Allah, grant us all of our desires without any asking for it. Ya Allah, wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khayr khalqihi Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Allahumma laka sumtu wa bika amantu wa alayka tawakkaltu wa ala rizqika aftartu fataqabbal minni. The dua, once we've opened our fast, ذهب الظمأ وابتلت العروق وثبت الأجر إن شاء الله. آمين.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح
The kids made it.
حي على
Small kid.
الفلاح
There's someone donated it.
الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة وصلاة القائمات سيدنا محمد الرسول
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء. وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر.